Guess who's back, 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 back again, again, again. Jada's back, back, back. Tell a friend, friend, friend. Guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back, guess who's back. Hey guys, I am back. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm finally back on YouTube. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jada. If you're new here, hi. Welcome to the channel. We are back and we're consistent and we will be a lot better this year in 2025. So if you've been following me on my other social media accounts, then you would know that my life has completely changed in the last 6 months. We've bought a new house. We have a new job. I have new businesses and I'm completely a new woman. So if you didn't know me 6 months ago, delete that girl, like, get to know me again. So make sure to follow me on all social media accounts at Jada Talks. Follow my business page at Body Official, and make sure that you're subscribed so that you can tune in every Wednesday, Friday and Sunday for my weekly uploads. This year we're gonna add because we're not go home. So I don't even know where to start with you guys, but we're just going to backtrack and take it back about 7 months ago, or rather the 7th month of 2024. So we're going to backtrack till July last year when I last uploaded, and I'm going to update you guys on everything that has happened since my last trip to Budapest. So make sure you see a gear up, make sure you see a comfortable. But before we even start, girls, okay, so the $1 million question: why did I take a break from YouTube? It wasn't one particular reason, but I just got to a stage in life where I honestly felt like I was going through a midlife crisis, and YouTube was the last thing that I wanted to think about or to prioritize with everything that was happening in my life. So I was going through the process of helping my mom buy another house while living in England. I was going for a consultation process at work, which basically means that different staff were at risk because of the organizational change. So that basically means that, so in layman terms, I did almost lose my job, or I did go through the process of losing my job. I'm still not really understand what did happen with that. I did also I work on my ebook. Them, you guys know this has been a long time in the making. Vision for the ebook came to me when I was evicting my first ever tenant, and since then it's literally just been etched in my memory, and I knew it was a purpose that I had to fulfill, and it would be a resource that would help people. So if you haven't yet seen my ebook, and if you're interested in learning about Jamaica's real estate market, how to invest in Jamaica, you can head over to my Etsy page, and there you will see an online book which is a simple introductory guide to the Jamaica real estate market. It has no more than 25 pages, so it is an easy read. You can digest the entire content in less than half a day. If you happen to have any questions, you can always leave them in the comment section below, or you can message me directly on Etsy. Honestly, I'm not lie, guys, a long time more I returned on YouTube, but when I know my camera now work, my phone have storage, the memory card corrupt. I just want heap of crosses and baga did I follow my, but I finally went back to the drawing board. I have completely changed my schedule, and in the new role that I have now, I only go in office 2 days a week maximum. I'm looking into both sides just because I have 2 mirrors here, just so I can see my makeup, and I was determined to do this video, so it may not come out the best only because it's 4 p.m. and as you know, we are only just about to enter spring, so the sun still sets early. I think we're gonna have our earliest sunset at 6 o'clock soon, but for now it starts getting dark at 4 or 5 p.m. and it's 3 o'clock now, so I've got about 30 minutes to record this before the lighting starts to change. I'm just priming my face now with the usual bobby primer, but I won't even focus too much on the makeup in this video. We're just gonna get right into the life updates so I can just get you guys up to par with where life is at the moment for me. So let's go back to July 2024 last year. So I went to Toulouse, France for my birthday, and it was such a great short trip, but I'm just getting to the point in travel where I've hit so many of my travel destinations. Now I'm getting more focused on like world wonders and curated experiences, so like carnival in Brazil, more traditional stuff. I really want to see more of Africa, the Caribbean, and just see a lot more of the world that looks like me. So that's where I am with travel. I still have a lot of my travel vlogs, so between now and summer I'm just gonna be sharing them with you guys, and I'm gonna be starting a new series called Jada Travel Tales, or Travel Tales, which basically just goes back into a retrospective viewpoint of my travels. So Costa Rica, Toulouse. I also went to Amsterdam recently, so I've got quite a few trips to share with you guys. So I hope you guys are interested and excited for the travel vlogs. So that was July, and then in August my world shifted because I was actually notified that my team would be undergoing a consultation, which essentially is when your organization or your department goes through a very small restructure. And an implication of that is that at times people lose their roles or they have to reapply to new departments. Different staff members were at risk, so that means that you are likely to be either redeployed or, worst case scenario, made redundant. And I had to undergo so many different emotions whilst I was undergoing that process, and that's really when it occurred to me that I would benefit from a social media break. So it wasn't all the way intentional, but it was just one of those things where if you don't give your body a break, your body will give you a break. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, people, I need to lose a piece of work. Well, I lose the work, but obviously because I'm in the organization for more than 5 years, I have quite a few staff protection, and that means that because I was on a permanent contract, I was actually at risk at my current role, but it meant that I would be redeployed to a different department. But through that redeployment process, I still had to undergo an intensive interview period because it is still within the realm of project management, which you guys know is a highly competitive field. And for me, it was quite disheartening because I just feel like, say, I come at this country, I work so hard on educating myself and doing as many short courses as possible, like doing as many courses as I was eligible to do at the time, given that I came here as a migrant, so I didn't always have citizenship or indefinite leave to remain, so not all the resources was always at my disposal. And I did all of that, did all the training, went through managerial roles, really worked my way up the corporate ladder, only to end up in a position that technically should be secure, when in reality it isn't actually secured, because even though you're on a permanent contract, they can still at any given time put you for a consultation, or the entire organization can change their structure, and that will have an implication on your role. So I did a good treatment, I got I don't talk like I just feel like my world I completely rip apart, even though that wasn't the case. Give me a second. Mother call me in what ear. Friend. No, my day I do a little makeup and I record a little YouTube video for people them.
No, I'm talking to you right now.
What? Well, I could see maybe have the Lord on him side with all them unwavering blessings and mercy. Maybe I want plan. But then I know them something that hurt my feelings. I have to just come back in my shell, cause no sir. What am I do them? You must want to cook me and curry goat me.
What I gotta do?
Eh? You want to strew me and axial me? Well, Mama call you back when I'm done there. Come on, finish this before the sun, the little sun gone. Alright.
Yeah, alright. Catch you in a
Bye. I'm a nice clean mother. That's me and our big friend. I can't hear from the conversation. I be a laugh, we laugh off of people, you know, but I laugh off ourselves. We don't take life too serious. You take life too serious, you stress out. You understand? No, I'm about me people like that, but why am I just do a fight life? If you fight life when you're born come see life? Eh? Life's supposed to be enjoyed, lived, experienced. You don't fight it. You already lose. If you plan to fight life, look how life bigger than me and you. People born, people dead, people sick, people go to jail. Look how much things are going on in the universe. And you want to fight it. Eh? You want to fight life. This a record? I'm open a record, you know. I'm gonna check. Oh yeah, it's still a record. I'm just putting on my concealer now. My face is so dry though, you can see the makeup is hard to go on, so I'm just gonna put a tad bit of setting spray. This is really bad to do it like while it's literally cooking up on my face, but I just want it to be able to be seamless and be able to spread out better. So yeah, in August, the people them tell me say we are go through consultation and me have to apply for jobs. So in that moment, I honestly felt like I was going for a midlife crisis because I was losing my work contract. My YouTube channel wasn't progressing as best as I had hoped. I had hopes and dreams of opening a wax studio, but I started taking clients inside my home and it just wasn't what I planned out for it to be. And this is why them ever say, well, man, plan gotta laugh, because things not in your control, you know, no matter how you plan and go on, you just have to just pray so things take shape in accordance to the will of God, because if not, you're gonna drive yourself insane. You're gonna plan one thing, life gonna do one thing, and you're gonna just in the middle of try mush them together. So me that go through a look of midlife life crisis, and I always had this aspiration, or rather interest, of working in aviation, particularly as a air hostess. But I only particularly wanted to work for Emirates, because with Emirates I feel like they have one of the best comprehensive and one of the best beneficial packages when it comes to airline recruitment, when it comes to working in an airline. And that's primarily because they actually pay for your accommodation as well as majority of your utility bills. So whatever you earn, you actually get to take home. And as you know, if you do live in Dubai under certain conditions, you also don't pay tax. So for me, it would have been excellent for my financial portfolio, and I don't have any children or anything that really ties me to the UK. So I'm always in the mind that should an opportunity arises that is better than the one that I'm currently in, then take it, because I have nothing to lose, you know what I mean? I'm already starting at ground zero, so if I pick up myself and move to another country, I still not lose nothing, isn't me? So I apply for Emirates, I never get through because they wanted someone. Should I contour my face? No, I'm just gonna go in with the powder. I also need to wash my brushes, so the makeup might not as seamless as when I normally used to it. I'm just going to look like the matte powder from my cheekbone and around my forehead. I'll just give myself a look at dimensions. Oh, that's a lot. I started putting my little contour a little bit higher, only because I just find that it blends a lot more seamless, especially when you're doing blush and highlight and all the other stages. Just gives your face a bit more dimension. So as I was saying, I had applied for Emirates, but I wasn't successful. I went to the open day, but I didn't get past all the medical criterias. And I'm gonna do a dedicated video because I feel like that would help a lot of the girlies that are considering going into aviation. Yeah, that's one thing that happened in August. In September, I went back home, and from the title of the video says we have another property in our portfolio, and that is primarily being managed by my mom. So that one is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house in Jamaica that is now being used as a family home, at least for the first year. But it's only at least for the first year, and then afterwards we'll see if it makes sense to put it on any of the short-term rental sites like Airbnb. But for now, it's simply just a family home and a property investment that we're gonna benefit from when we do plan to sell. It's funny that like me I said, guys, like sometimes you just have to be like more time in your life, you have to know when to step out of your own little bubble, like just stand back from what you were imagining for your life and just go with the wind of what God is saying. And remember, in 2023, I think I did a video on the fact that we were trying to buy the previous house that we had in Jamaica. That one was in Portmore. It was a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, but because that one there wasn't within like a scheme or an apartment, you had the opportunity to build up. So we really wanted that because it would just make more sense financially, and at least it gave myself and my brother the opportunity to build on the property, and my mom could still live downstairs. But this one won't be as intergenerational as we hope, but for now at least my mom has somewhere that she not fit always worry about what she move for rent and what the next step and this, that and that. So yeah, that's what happened in September. I did do Jamaica vlogs, but every time I think about it my head gets hot again. I did Jamaica vlogs, but all of them got corrupted and it was recorded in slow-mo. I do have a few clips that I love dear to my heart if you guys want to see those, especially rafting. If you guys want like more travel vlogs in the sense of travel guide, like if you want travel vlogs and travel guides, then I'm open to that as well. Just let me know in the comments what you want to see from me this year. I am definitely committed to growing my social media pages, and thank you guys so much for all the love on my real estate content on both my Instagram and TikTok. Since the year started, I've definitely taken time out to, I would say, like, just I've definitely taken time out to create short form content, so content under 10 minutes as opposed to longer form content like on YouTube, and so far it's been going phenomenally well, especially my Instagram page. I started the year at 2,300 thereabout, and now I'm at 8,400. So thank you guys so much for the love. Let's keep it going. Once I get to 10k, I do want to turn on my subscriptions because I don't normally post in real time. So when it comes to travel vlogs, real estate content, home improvement, I usually vlog it as I'm doing it, but I don't necessarily post it in real time. I like to just post it as and when I feel like my spirit feel led to, or for me specifically when it come more I have my live. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna go for piece of tissue and I'm gonna come back to it. This year I do want to get better at posting more in real time, but I don't want every and anybody to know what I'm whereabouts. So in order for me to like mitigate all the weirdos from coming in, I am gonna open up a subscription for a very small fee once I hit 10k followers on Instagram, and that will allow you guys to be able to see all of my projects in real time. So whether that's seeing how I set up my wax, whether that's seeing how I set up my wax shop, yeah, I do have a waxing salon now, whether that's seeing the home improvements that's happening in Jamaica on the newly purchased property, or any improvements that I have going on the initial and the first ever property that we purchased in Kingston. I do want to share it more in real time because I do find it, I do understand the benefit of people being able to see what you're doing. So if you're interested, make sure that you're following me on Instagram and start saving up so you can join the subscriptions. Well, yeah, just to round up September, I basically just went back home to help my mom purchase the property, and then we started the renovation. So we completely changed out the bathroom. We're planning to do the kitchen this summer, so I'm currently doing like the drawing up. So I'm currently doing the graphics for the remodeling. I want to share that with you guys. So again, make sure that you're following me on all social media platforms. I'm not sure if I'm going to share it on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube as yet, but it's just what I'm working on in the background. And yeah, so yeah, that was September roundup. Now that brings us to October. Again, it was just an extension of my Jamaica trip. I came back to the UK late October, so I really just spent time after finalizing the moving, like moving my mom from the rented property to the purchased one. We just started celebrating, so we done a lot of family trips. I got a chance to see my dear and close friends and make amazing memories with them. And then before you know it, once I was back in the UK in October, it was back to the same grafting, and again just trying to find my feet and decipher whether I am going to go into aviation, whether I'm going to return to project management and stay within my organization, whether I'm going to finalize my apprenticeship. Like, I was just honestly in a lot of different minds about where my life was going. But one thing I can say is that whenever I go back to Jamaica, I just always feel like somebody gets a new lease of life. It's like a breath of fresh air just come back in on me. So I'll definitely be going back home more often, similar to how I did pre-pandemic, just to ensure that I'm always feeling as grounded and as productive as I can, because I honestly feel like Jamaica is such a great energy source for me, and it has been over the past couple of years. So I'm just trying to get back to my roots, and then the older I get is the more my brain and my body calls for a sabbatical. So I'm also just in the same frame of mind of getting prepared to actually have an extended break of work where I get to solely focus on what I want to do in my own time. And I wear many hats, so that could literally be a more strategized version of what I'm currently doing now, in terms of raising awareness for organ donation, educating masses on real estate, investments in Jamaica, and also operating body. So let's see where life takes us. But once I came back, I applied for a few roles. I did get an interview for an assistant project manager job, and that's the capacity that I now work in, so that was successful. I also got the interview for a trainer role, but I honestly don't want to train anyone like in my professional life, because I actually want to facilitate a lot more workshops within my personal and like my passion projects, especially in the real estate space, because I think that's such a gap within the Jamaican market at the moment, and we do need someone that can bridge the gap between the UK diaspora and Jamaica real estate and investments and just culture, essentially. This November and December was quite festive, so I usually have a hard time in the winter, but this winter has definitely been one of my best. The latter part of winter has definitely been the most productive I've been. But yeah, as usual, I did go away this winter. We went to Paris in December, and it was so pretty. Like, Paris is such a vibe when they have the lights on or whenever there's a concert or something happening. So had a fantastic time in Paris. And then in January we went to Egypt. If you've been following my TikToks, then you would have seen my Egypt, and I also save all of my travels on my Instagram highlights. So whether it's me going to Jamaica in 2019 or my early Ibiza trips with my girlfriends from college, you can see all of it on my Instagram. Just head to @JadaTalks. You can literally click the little circles, and that will take you through all of my different travels and like my life adventures. So if you're interested in that, then definitely go ahead and check it out. I'm coming to the end of my simple 15-minute makeup routine now. It felt like 20 or 25 minutes. I really miss talking to you guys. But yeah, that's basically how the last 6 months of my life, or 7 months rather, since I last uploaded, have been, without talking too much. And then in February, obviously, it's the lovers month, so we went to Amsterdam. I haven't shared any of that online, only because I've just been so deep in my organ donation bag, my work bag, and also with setting up a new studio. So make sure that you guys are following me on all socials, so you can be the first to see when I do drop any of my travel vlogs, yeah, the Jamaican vlogs, or if I just drop anything in general. So yeah, that's how my life has been for the past couple of months. I probably missed out a whole lot, but that was definitely a mouthful for me. So I also went through the whole process of looking for an apartment and like hunting for a studio, but I didn't vlog everything in great detail. So just make sure that you're following me on the TikToks to see the short form content. I really miss talking with you guys, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.